We have an update from Diana Rossini here. Aaron Rodgers has provided the New York Jets with a wish list of free agents he would like them to target and acquire per sources. It includes Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Mercedes Lewis, and Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay.
What? Okay, so we were all right. So
we was right.
Hey.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Hey, okay. Look at us,
Right
dude.
on the money.
Makes sense.
AJ, what do you know? What? You know something, AJ.
You know
Come
it.
on.
So are you telling me that they're going to sign Lazard and Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to happen business-wise, and they got to sign Aaron.
That's a wish
They
list,
have
though.
to. Get him.
That
I
is
like
a wish
it says
list.
wish list. It says wish list. Didn't Aaron even say on here though he's not going to like hold anybody hostage for play? Like he obviously has guys he wants, but he's not going to let it ruin things.
What if he comes out and says, "I'll play for $1 million bucks"? Just give me.
It'd be nuts.
He wouldn't, obviously. He said rework, not renegotiate
right.
his contract to figure that whole thing out. But imagine if the Packers start attacking like the first rounders with weapons and everything, completely opposite of what they've done.
Yep.
And Aaron decides, like, yeah, I don't need any money to go do that. It's like two jaded exes, like, fuck them. No,
sure.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do the exact opposite thing. The thing that would have made us completely good together if we would have just done that at the same time. That would be amazing if that was going to take place. How are they going to handle that up business-wise? I don't know.
Well,
You said wish list. You're saying that doesn't mean wish list means, hey, you did good. You did good after. That's
If we can get some of these guys, these are my key guys that I would like to put in the puzzle.
That's interesting.
well, and we saw it already happen with Odell when he won the last Super Bowl. Like, if they all decide, like, hey, we're coming here to win the Super Bowl, what if they all have incentives? You know, you make the playoffs, obviously, make the AFC Championship,
money.
make the Super Bowl. Like, OBJ's contract with the Rams was strict. I think his base was like $1 million, and then everything else was strictly team incentives.
And what did it get up to, like 6 or something?
6 or 7 million.
Yeah, that's
And
a hell of a
And
run.
he got all of it, obviously. Yeah.
Dude, if he wins that MVP, could you imagine the OBJ brand?
Oh, my God.
Dude, he was wide open all the time in that Super Bowl.
Scored the first touchdown. Hit 50 yards in the first quarter.
Didn't you put him in your top 5?
Oh, yeah.
How
He's
come? Just because he's so fast?
No, just because he's in and out of breaks. You ever seen his ass kick a soccer ball or the soccer stuff that he do?
Yeah.
He's the closest to Chad to me. Chad was probably one of the best when I seen footwork and at the top of the route. He was doing all that shit before it really started. You get what I'm saying? Playing basketball at the top of the route. You know, most wide receivers are getting to their spot, speed, ball be there. Chad had a chance in Cincinnati to play with a lot, and that's what the game is going to now. It's quick, it's fast, it's no huddle.
Did you see that Prince of Makamura video? You think OBJ still got it from that video or no?
I think OBJ still got it.
That's tough though, right? There's a couple now.
Yeah.
Post ACL.
And then one was a failed one, right?
botched.
Yeah.
It was a failed ACL.
We see what happens when guys take an entire year off.
Here it is. You think that looks good? That's standard OBJ right there? You would know. You can go back to the beginning. I mean, he snagged that fucking thing.
Yeah.
He says, good ball, boy, too. That was a tight spiral. Easy to go.
Decent route.
Decent route.
But it all looked good right there till you running beside him to see how fast his ass is going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know that.
You can't tell right
Yeah, that's. And when you out there, you know everything is like this. He looked pretty good right there, though.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody just runs
healthy.
Does that ever happen?
Yeah,
You just get,
definitely look really healthy.
guy just ran right by you? That ever happen? Happen all the time?
Yeah, he got me on a double move, man, and did the Frankenstein on me at New York, too. I seen this fucking play 3 times on film, too.
All right. You knew what was coming.
I knew it. I knew it was coming, and I was being greedy. Yeah, he got me on that one.
Oh, because you wanted,
I jumped. It was a double move route.
Yeah.
And he
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do.
Yeah, he got me on that one. There's not too many that get to do that, you know.
Well, and if he's a step slower, it's obviously a big deal. But when Rodgers is putting it through a keyhole, wherever he's gonna be.
Yeah, as long as he uses those, because he's got probably 4x, 3x.
Yeah, exactly.
D-Hop's got 5x. Some of those dudes, AJ, it's actual bananas. It looks like.
D-Hop, I can't believe.
But there could be so much more going on behind the scenes than we could even fathom, or is everything kind of what we think it is?
I don't know what do we think it is? That's the question right there. What does everybody else think it is?
I don't know. I seen the Mercedes Lewis text. It seems like he want to go.
What was the text? What was was that on the
Yeah, a lot of teams
The
are
Jets have interest in.
Packers veteran free agent tight end Mercedes Lewis, who spent the past 5 seasons in Green Bay, has drawn interest from, amongst others, the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders, per league sources. We have to remember, though, everybody's just automatically saying that this is Aaron Rodgers. It's like Hackett is there too. You know, Hackett's new offense coordinator there, right? Hackett, last place was Green Bay. The success they had in Green Bay was because the gold zone, that's why he got the fucking head coaching job. So there's a lot of people that are potentially available that he knows his system and that he knows plays it well. So I think that is an added piece that's like kind of just everybody's following that in, like Aaron Rodgers making this all happen. It's like Hackett also, like, hey, we got guys who know our fucking shit already potentially coming in here.
Yeah, and he's known as like a old, like great vet lead by example, and you know they're obviously a young team. Yeah, in New York, so that makes sense. But to the deadline point, what you mentioned, was it March 17th? There's some sort of escalator or something for Rodgers.
Yeah, it's like $58 million. I think is the 17th.
The 17th, yeah.
Is it really? So does something have to happen before that, or could they possibly work it out after?
So I don't know, because it has been reported, I believe, alleged, that he would rework his contract. I think he said that to us.
Yeah, said it.
He did.
And I think it's been reported by others, too, on expectations from what teams have heard or something like that, I think. So does that even mean anything?
Probably not.
I don't think so, right?
Because they can do the designation or whatever.
Right.
Or is that just for June 1st?
What do you think, Pac?
When Aaron Rodgers wants the deal get done, it'll get done. It don't matter what day it is. I just feel like it's gonna it's gonna happen.
What do you think are the possible outcomes right now?
I think that he's putting all the pieces together. That's what I think personally. I think the numbers are getting set right now, but he's behind those, putting pieces together to make sure that they are contenders. And you got to realize, once the owner or your agent called the GM and say, hey, look, we know for sure that Aaron is coming, the floodline is open to anybody that can play that want to be a part of something that got a chance to win the Super Bowl.
We've seen that a lot with vets. I mean, look at last year, and Ndamukong Suh literally joins the Eagles to go on a Super Bowl run. Hey, why'd you do that? Signed late in the year, week 10, I think, week 11.
Him and Linval Joseph.
Maybe, same week they signed, like, all right, we're going to go try to get a Super Bowl or whatever. It's like, when you get Aaron Rodgers, especially in New York City, AJ, if they were to get him in New York City with that market, with the marketing that is available off the field for like older guys, well-established guys that understand the game a little bit, it's like, it could be massive. That's why everybody's wondering why it's taking so long. I'm getting texts from Greeny like, what do you know, McAfee?
I don't know McAfee, I don't know what to do. What do I?
You know, what do you pretty much asking me that?
But don't they have to agree to a trade?
Packers and Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
wondering. So they got to put that together, correct? They have to put that together to where, what if the Packers are like, hey, give us 6 first-rounders or whatever?
And I don't want to like pontificate as if I would know the fucking answer to this, but I don't think the Packers have much leverage. Like I personally think that
they don't.
Whatever, I agree. Okay, so I didn't want to just like come out and say it, but I think what they're going to get compensated for Aaron Rodgers is going to piss off a lot of Packers fans. I think, but Packers fans, I think, are at the point where they're ready to like, okay, the time has come. Obviously, this is multiple times. Let's move on. But I think the compensation is not going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be because contract, and also there's zero leverage from the Packers standpoint. I don't think they have any.
No, I mean, again, this isn't, like confirmed or we don't know for sure, but they've basically they're moving on to Jordan Love.
Yes.
So
the Mark Murphy interview, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that
that
had a great career here.
That was a big part of it. So yeah, I mean, in no world are whatever the trade ends up being, they're not going to reject it because they need this to happen in order to move on to Jordan Love. And also with Rodgers not doing anything yet, you assume that the Jets are probably okay with him taking a look at some of the personnel and he probably said, hey,
with Hackett.
Yeah, these 4 guys who I played with who are also, some of my best buddies and great locker room guys, I want you to do whatever you can to bring these guys as well. So until that happens, I don't want to sign and then realize that Lazard's going somewhere else. Randall Cobb's going somewhere else. Mercedes Lewis is going somewhere else.
Because the lack of weapons has always been the conversation, right? Mm-hmm. And then they get a weapon, then they won't keep the weapon. They won't pay them. See you later. Go somewhere else.
And like he said to us before too, it's when all the stuff came out about Romeo Doubs saying he never talks to me or whatever it was, that's what the Jets are a young team. He probably wants some guys he's going to be comfortable with, who he can do, who are closer in age to him. He's not going to be hanging out with Garrett Wilson.
He's going to have to, though. He has to know that he's going to have to, though. That is something that's going to have to happen. He's going to have to meet a whole new group of people. I think that is a massive piece of being in a team. All these guys, though, that are young were coming on to Aaron's team. Yeah. Aaron's going to somebody else's team now. I think it is a different situation. But I can't say like the Hackett thing, I think is a big deal.
Of
Like
course.
with these signings. Like signing guys that you've had success with that know your offense. Like offense coordinators are going to want to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
Let alone also adding in like, okay, and if we have Aaron, we can literally do the exact same. We're at level 10 already with this whole install that's potentially having to happen. And then Garrett Wilson, who's a dog, right?
Dog, offensive rookie of the year.
Brees Hall would have been
Yes.
offensive rookie of the year.
Elijah Moore was very good.
Yeah.
This would be like kind of the dream situation that Aaron wanted at Green Bay. But now you're getting a top 5 defense, right? That
Yeah.
defense, top 5 defense, a team, top 5 team.
Definitely top 5 defense. Only thing they're worried about is the offensive side and for the Jets.
Yeah.
The defense is pretty much set.
What do you think Salah said? You think Salah said, you guys just give us, hey, listen, him and GM.
Joe Douglas.
It's probably if he give us a 1, if he play 2 years, we get, probably another 1 and
Second.
a 1.
Maybe a
I
second.
bet you something depending on how many years he played though.
I mean, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Done it.